Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Please confirm if you guys are hearing me. Ryan, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Okay. Very good. So we will have ninth class today, and inshallah we will complete. Try to complete this CSS and HTML both together in next class, and then we will kick start our JavaScripting class. So before that, I'm sure you will have plenty of time to do some practice at your home, and if there is anything you need to clarify, you can get in touch with me or Abdul Rahman. You can send him an email to clarify anything. So without wasting any time, let us start our today's class. I will request Abdul Rahman to take over and start doing today's session. So, Zulman, you are host now. Okay.
Okay, you can mute yourself.
I'm not muting myself. Hold on.
Okay. So everyone can hear me? Okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we're going to be doing class 9. So let me just do share screen. So the things we're going to be learning today is going to be a little bit different. First, I'm just going to finish the topic for, the list. Remember last time we just made, like if you remember what you did, we made like some list things, like choosing and options, buttons and all that stuff. So we're just gonna finish that stuff. So does anyone know how to create a list? Anyone here? Some basics about it? Anyone? So any participants, you can raise your hands. If you know something, just at least like something, any code, like, like anything about creating lists. Remember we created a list about color. So does anyone know? Anyone? Say Ryan, as you're the only people here, so you guys know anything? Okay, I guess no. So, okay, yes, okay, yes, Ryan Mustafa. Yes, you can unmute. Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, Ryan Mustafa.
With the input type tag, then we put checklist, we use checkbox, radio, and lists.
Yeah, that was actually for the forms. You have to do like this. Remember, select and options we learned?
Oh yeah, select.
Yeah. And then we put options in all the options and then we close it. And that's easy, right? This is the easiest thing ever.
I forgot
Yeah, good
about
job. Good
that
job.
was
Good job. Good job, about, the last chapter. I'm impressed. Good job, Ryan. Okay. Okay, so now we're moving on next chapter, which is going to be finishing off, some form stuff, and then we're going to do some fun stuff, because most of the time in this chapter we have been, learning mostly about, like background stuff, like how to add text, what to do with the text, how to make lists, how to make forms, and all that random stuff. But now we're going to do something really interesting. Let's just finish this topic first, so we know about this. Let's just finish this, about list and how to make forms, and then we're gonna talk about something really interesting. So if we have time, we will inshallah talk about it. Okay. So this is the same thing. Like, look at this. I know. Let's try to understand this first of all. Remember we did this, right? Remember we did this. So what is an ob group? Okay. Ob group is something which, for example, this one, right? This is what we learned. This is like the first step of op group, right? This is not actually a off group, but this is like, a first step, and this is like the basic. But this is something else. Like, this is also the same thing, but okay. Assalamu alaikum, Zubi Api. We were just starting we were just starting the listings. So I was telling that we just did some recap on the listing. So now we're just going to be, what we're learning about today is OP groups, right? So let me just tell you what this code is. First of all, I'm just going to make a new class. React projects, I guess. Yeah, okay. Make a new folder, HTML class, HTML9. Close the folder. And then I'll open that folder that I made. Okay, so let me just make a new file. Call it index.html. 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 Gonna do this. The basic stuff, remove this. Zubiapi, I think your mic is unmuted, so can you unmute your mic? Thank you. Okay, so what we learned to do was we made a p tag. I'm just recapping what we did last time, Then what we did was like, this thing. We added a color, and I already told you why we add color. But I'm just gonna show you why we do that. So first I'm gonna add this is basic stuff. Creating a list, all you have to do is do a select, just add a select tag, and inside the select tag you add options. So now add a select thing, select tag. We don't get rid of this random stuff, and then add the option things, option. Okay, I'm just gonna add, I think I use the colors only. They're the best, I guess. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay. I'm gonna add some numbers, I guess. Yeah, numbers gonna be easier. So I'm just going to add this, this. Copy the path, and then come here, go here, go to this, bam. So you see we have this, right? We made this yesterday. I mean the last Friday. So you guys know this, right? Okay. So we're doing the same thing, but for example, maybe, I just want to select something, okay? I want to select, let's just take something like, I have an example here. My example is called a printer. Maybe you went into some website, okay? You went into some website and you want to select a printer, and there are like two types of printer, if you know. There are like some printers which only like, give you there's some printer which which have ink in them, like which gives the color. And there are some printers which don't have ink ink in them, and they only give you like no color. So maybe I wanted to put this in the option. Like I wanted to keep here like a text here. I wanted to give a text here that like this printer, these two printers here, like they're like, they're like the printers which have color. And like these three printers over here, I want to give text that these printers here, they don't have color. So how do you add the text? So this is what we're doing right now. So you see what we did? We just added a select. We just added a select. First of all, I'm just going to make like that group, and then I'm going to tell you what I mean. Okay. So what we're doing here, we're just going to, what we did right now is, you see, we made a select group, but we made a separate class. Now why did we make a separate class? I'm going to tell you why. So let me just make this one. Let me make an OP group. So what does an OP group does? OP group, what it does, it like, it just separates like two things, For example, let me just make OP group first. OP group, it just separates stuff, For example, let's just take example of cars, okay? So we have options of cars here, and there's also options of bikes. So I'm just gonna say options, or maybe SUVs, maybe SUVs. I can add SUVs. That's a good idea. Then you will not get confused. Okay. So maybe in SUVs, I'm gonna add like add Land Rover, all the SUVs options, and Land Cruiser, I guess. I don't know, so many. Okay, Land Cruiser, Land Cruiser. Then we have Hummer. So you see, this is like all the options, you know, for like so you see, this is all like all the options for the car SUVs. Like, so now there's another car, more cars, I guess. What's the more cars in here? Land Cruiser.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
I'll just say Trailblazer.
Waalaikumsalam.
Trailblazer.
हाँ मिल जाएगी गाड़ी
RAV4, okay. Okay, RAV4, you want RAV4, okay. Toyota RAV4.
RAV4.
So this is, you see, this is like all like, you know, like Chevrolet. So you know, you guys, you already know there's all these SUVs. Yeah. Okay, so you know all of this. These are like SUVs, right? But now I want to separate them, right? So how do I do that? So now I have like SUVs also, and I have also cars. So how about I add cars now? So let me add another group for cars. See what I'm trying to do right now. First, what did I do? First, for example, what I did, I showed you right this, right? Like there's only one group and like everything is coming in one group. Now I'm saying I want to separate two groups. Like I want to separate 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5. So how do I do that? You do that by using opt group. That's it. You write opt group and that's all you have to do. So then you find like the computer knows that you're like, you want to separate stuff. So then it's helping you separate stuff. So you see now in this stuff, I want like normal cars, you know, like sedans, like sports car, maybe sports car, you know, like Lamborghini or something. We have yeah, I guess Bugatti, I guess Bugatti. Then we have them Ferraris, and then I guess Audi R8s, and there's so many more, you know, like this Aston Martin. And so I think it's gonna be equal now. So how many cars do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we have equal number of cars and SUVs. So there's like equal number of SUVs and equal numbers of cars. So now, like you see now, so now if I just save it now, let's just see what happens. Okay, I save it now. Yeah, I want to come here, and now you see it kind of, you know, it kind of separated, but not quite. If you ask me, not quite. It didn't separate like quite. Like, you know, I don't want this. Why is this Land Rover coming here? I don't want that. There should be something else here, right? So how do I change this, right? It separated it quite bit, but not quite, you know, it separated, but it not did quite right. So how do I do that? How do I fix it? So now this is the all the stuff which is said that, you know, here. So, you know, this now I can give it labels right now, you know. I can give it a label, you know, maybe for SUVs I can give here labels like SUVs, and then I can give another label for here sports cars. So let's just do that and see what it does. Okay, I can come here and I can say label, gonna say sports cars, sports car, sports cars, sports cars, yeah, sports cars. Can come here, we can say label SUVs, SUV. Okay, then you see what's going to happen here. I refresh and you see it gave a little bit, you know, So now we have separated these both. Now you see, now we can properly see, but there's also one problem. This thing is coming. I don't want this to come. So for that, what we do, we in the select name, right now, this is a select name group. We can add another name. So what I can do is like, I can do this. I can just say name. So I can come here. I'm gonna be like name. I can say cars. And when I come back here, a minute. Okay, we have to do cars. 1 minute. So cars is there. Sports cars. Did I save it? Name cars. Okay, we do that, and then I put the size, I guess. Let's just change the size. 1 minute. Okay, I think it changed the size. I don't know what happened with the cars. I actually forgot what this function does. What does it do? It is to specify. Oh, okay. I think this is the function which does the diff thing. So I think to like name the cars, I have to do this. I have to like come here and I have to do this like this. So I'm gonna be like select your car, rich boy. Yeah, you can do that, right? And then I'm gonna be like, so you see now it's gonna change now. You see now it's gonna change, and yeah, I actually don't know how to change this Land Rover thing. Guess we're gonna keep it like that. So I can change if like I don't have like a budget, so I'm gonna use this car. But if I'm a rich kid, I'm gonna go Lamborghinis. But whatever. You see like what I mean, right? So we learned the first thing now. So yeah. So the first thing we learned, is it labels? What is this? I think I don't know. I think it's label, I guess. I just forgot. I'm just really bad at stuff. Nope, it doesn't work. Okay, it's okay. We'll leave this way. We can leave it that way. Okay, so it's done. Okay, so now you understand what I mean? Like, we made a specific group, like which has like, separate stuff. So I hope you guys understood that, okay? So easy peasy, I guess. So let me just recap. All you do is just like have P, and then you put select, then you put options, but you want to like separate options. So for that you use opt group. So like, a class, like maybe you want to separate these two. Maybe these were like together, right? Maybe these were together, so you want to separate them. So you put opt group till the point you want to separate them. Then next group you can do till the point of the point you want to separate them. And then inside, then you can label it like, like how I did it right now. And then you can label SUVs, and then that's it. That's all you need. You don't even need this. You don't need to write this. It's no use. Yeah. So yeah. And then you can write, select your car, because you need to write this because this is what it does. So yeah, so that's the first step. And now going in the next one. So we learned what is the, if you want to read this is going to also explain you. It is a formula shown in the presentation surrounded by the groups of option with an option trigger. It just specifies the heading text for each option group. That's what it does. Okay, so now what spin boxes, right? So spin box is actually very fun if you ask me. So how do you get spin boxes? Well, it's pretty easy if you ask me. Okay, maybe I want a spin box, maybe I want to ask them like, input type, remember the input type we used to do, and then we all get this option. So now for what do we want to do? So what we're going to choose is this one, number. So when we choose number, we're going to choose number, and then it's just going to, then what we're going to do, when you do the number, we get this effect. I'm showing you what, and I'm just going to show you what happens when we do that. So then I'm just going to refresh. We get this, we get this, this. So we got this, remember? You see, that's cool, right? But what if I don't want to get like minus numbers, I don't want to get minus numbers, so how do I do that? And I can maybe write here, I can be like let me add it inside the text. So I can come here, I can write number of cars you I mean, what do you want? What can we write? I mean, number of cars you want. Yeah, I think number of cars you want. Okay, maybe like that, number of cars you want. So maybe I choose like, I want Lamborghini, and then they got asking number of cars you want, then I can choose how many Lamborghinis I want. But if I go back, it's gonna have minuses. So yeah, we don't want that. So how do we fix that? We fix that by adding a min and max, thing. So we can add like minimum. We can all like, it makes sense, right? If you ask me, it makes really sense. So you can ask them like, like minimum. Oops. You can ask them like minimum and max. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say to the computer. I only want minimum like 0. I don't want you to go negative, and I can say to go max. I think max. How many cars do we have? We're quite, a rich customer. I mean, we're quite rich shop. So maybe we have like 100 Lamborghinis, or yeah, 100 Lamborghinis. We like, take 100. We only have 100, not more than 100. And then we can also do step 1, like, step one means like, this thing, like, just refresh this. So now you can see, right, it doesn't go less than 0. Even if I want to write -1, it's not gonna go into there. You see, I can also write it here how many I want, but it's not gonna come there. You see, only it's gonna go through there, and I can only choose this much. See, yeah. So what does it mind? Step 1 does it? You don't have to write it. Step 1 does, like, whenever you're doing this, it only has like one right step. So if I do like, maybe, I don't know why they put, like, why did I put that, but let's just show you guys. So I can do 10, maybe 10. So what that does is that when you refresh now, so you can be like this. So yeah, that's what step 1 does, but we don't want step 1. That's not no use. I just wanted to show you guys. So yeah, so step 1, we got that. And then value, it means, what do you want the value to stay. So I'm gonna be like, value, I want only 1. So yeah, yep, that's about it. I mean, yeah, I just put it 1 because right now it's in nothing. So I'm gonna say here 1. Yep, and I'm gonna refresh. It comes value 1. So select your car, rich boy. I'm gonna be like, I want some Hummer. This Ferrari. I'm gonna be like, I want 100. So you can choose any much, and then, only I can choose 100. Then yeah. So yeah, that's about it. And next, let's just go to the next chapter. I hope you guys understood this. This one is really easy. And now we like have a slider. So slider is like a very interesting thing. I don't know if you guys gonna use it. You unmuted yourself. Okay. So yeah, our slider is something really interesting. I'm gonna show you what it does. So first I'm gonna import it. So for the slider, it is called range. So what is slider is just like a sliding bar which you can drag it. Like, it is a like type of like range, like to spin a box or something, it's like that. So I'm just gonna add it here, I guess. I'm gonna be like p tag. input tab, and then I'm gonna say range because we're doing the range thing. Now see what I'm doing. You see that? I'm just gonna close the brackets, come here, and you see this is what it does. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Yep, pretty cool. Yep, pretty cool, I guess. Okay, so now I can just add this thing also, like min and max, I guess. Min is like 1, and then I can ask max 100, and yeah, I don't know, this is kind of really weird. I don't understand what this is actually, but you know. And then we can also add names and copies. Yep, you can see, you know, I don't know. So yeah, if you want to like add some sliders, I think you have to do some coding for it to actually like work. But you know, if you just want like some slider, you know, maybe you want to ask something to your customer or something like, yeah, maybe, you know, yeah, I think I know why it's used like this. So you can ask your computer, like you can ask the customer like, how much fuel efficiency, like how much like how much power do you want your car to have, so that then you can ask that, you know, how much power you want your to. Yep, I think that's gonna work now. It's gonna be like buoy is gonna be full, so I can say that, you know, maybe that. Yep, so that's about it. You know, we had a slider, we added this stuff, so I'm just gonna choose this one. The most affordable car I can afford is Audi R8. Yes, I'm gonna say 100. I want 100 of them, and then we're gonna be like 1 but I want the power to be something like this because I'm not that rich. Okay, so yeah, you know, then we learn this, and next thing you're going to be learning is date pickers. So same thing like that. Like I'm just doing the recap like of this full full topic right now. I'm just telling you what we can do with input type, you know, because last time I told you what things we can do in input type, and I told you in the ending of the, you know, this class of like forms. Then I'm just gonna show you what possibilities you can do with input type. So that's what I'm showing you. So now you can also add input date if you want. I already showed you how to add input date in like in forms, but to do it even better, we can use it from input date. So we can add here. I'm gonna add another p tag. I'm gonna be like can be like this one. I can say like, when do you want your car? So I can be like, you know, when do you want your car? Like, or when do you want your car? Which date do you want your car? Which date do you want your car to be delivered to your country? Which day do you want your car? Then you can do that. And then I can add like some data call input type. I'm gonna say date, you know, date. And then I can say date, and that date is going to like give me a full table for that. So I'm just gonna, that's all you have to do for dates actually. Oops, okay. And then you're automatically gonna get a date. You see now. So you see now we're gonna get a date, you know. See? Yep, so that's about it, I guess. And then, you know, okay, so now all of this stuff is done. So congratulations, guys. We have finished the forms, I guess. So now we already all know how to do all the forms. So this was like the last things we had to do. So I hope you understood. Now we're doing something really fun. Before that, let me just decorate a little bit because I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks, so I'm just gonna decorate it a little bit. I'm gonna say scam me cars. Let's say my dealership name is like but Zobia, just don't leave right now. I have something really important to teach right now. It's like how to add pictures and all that stuff. Just 1 minute. I'm just gonna say like a slogan for our car dealership is going to be like we don't scam you, and then you see it looks good now. Yeah, I guess it looks good. Then we can like make it come in the middle. Yeah, style, uh text line in the center. You can do the same thing here also. Style, text line, center. So now it's in the center. Okay, now it looks so good. Background color. Okay, maybe what do you want to do? Background color, you can do yellow. Okay, and then then we do that, and then you got this epic stuff, and then yep. The reason I'm doing this is because you guys can remember like the last stuff we did, like the style thing, because style is really important. I don't care if you like forget like the form things, but I just want you to remember style. So yeah, it's okay if you like forget like some stuff in this because Google is always there. So it took me time also to learn forms. I know you guys are so confused in forms because even I was like when I was learning. And to be honest with you, I was like learning with you guys when I was like doing forms. So I was learning with you guys. So so I understand. But don't worry, I already know how to do most of the things. And if I don't understand, I go to Google, and you're always allowed to copy other people in Google. So that's not a bad thing because you use your imagination and then you learn from that. So that's okay. So now you see I made a website, I guess, scammy cars. It's a slogan where we don't scam you, and then I can come here. I have like options for cars. Maybe I want some cars. Maybe I want this car. It can be like I want two Lamborghinis. One for my friend and me, and then I can be like I want this much power. Can be like come here. I just wanna be like I want it tomorrow. So yeah, you see that is done. The form is done. So now we're going in the very interesting topic. We're going to finally embedding. We're going to finally embed video clips. Okay. So how do we do that? It's really easy. It's one of the easiest things ever. So let's just see what do we do. Okay. So maybe this is one video. Maybe it was one video. This was one video here. This one video. So I'm just going to like just copy the URL, okay, of this video. Okay, so what you're going to do about this? Okay, so how do you embed a video into like into your website? So how do you do that? First of all, well, for doing that you have to do something. You have to make the video come inside like your folder. You want like your video to come in the folder, and how do you make that come in the folder? I'm going to show you how. So how do you, first of all, you're gonna most probably gonna like get a video from YouTube. So how do you download a YouTube video? So I'm just gonna go Control C. Okay, I'm just gonna go Control C. I'm just gonna come to any website, maybe this website here, maybe this one here. So I'm gonna come here, and you see I'm going to copy the URL code. Okay, so I have copied the URL code, so I'm going to come to a website called Y2Mate. Okay, all you have to do is just come here and just say Y2Mate. Okay, come here to Y2Mate, and then you come here, you come to this website. Okay, yeah, so you're gonna come to this website, you open up, and then you paste the link that you got from here. So this is my video, you know, this is my video. So I'm gonna download the best version of it, the 1080p. So I'm gonna download it. Okay, it's gonna ask me, you want to download here? So I'm gonna say yes, I want to download here. Okay, after it did that, so now you see it automatically downloads. So no charges, it's damn easy. Yeah, it's very easy. So now you're gonna say show in folder. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait for it a little bit. I guess it didn't download, but 1 minute. It's gonna come here. So you see it's downloading here. See, you just have to wait for it. So I'm just gonna recap what I did. I came here, I just said show in folder. After show in folder, after it's download, you just do control X. I just cut here, I just cut it, you know, control X, and then I come to the projects where I saved my thing. So it's HTML9, the class. I'm gonna come here and boom, this, I do this. Okay, so now what I want you to do, this like a very long name. So what I'll do is I'll rename it. I'll call it 1. Okay, that's it. You do this and you have a video at you, and that's all you need. Okay, that's all. Now what you're gonna do is going to be like, how do we add the video, right? So, well, can you guess? Can you guess what can a tag be like for a video? Can anyone guess? It's so obvious, right? Because for paragraph, the tag was P. Then, you know, for title, the paragraph was title. Can anyone guess, like, what do you think like the tag for the video will be? Anyone? Yep. Good job, Safe. Good job. Good job, friend. So of course it's video, right? HTML is really easy. They made it so easy that they, you know, just go video, and yeah, it's gonna close the tag. And inside the video, all you have to do is say source. Okay, and then I'm gonna say the video. So I'm gonna say 1.mp4. So it already knows. So you see, I kept my video here. It already knows here in the folder. I kept it here. See the folder. So yeah, so now we have the video. And then I'm just gonna come here. I'm just gonna see, this is like our thing, scammy cars business. So we're gonna come here. So you see that our video came. So let me just reduce some size of it. Maybe, you know, I'll make it a little bit height, maybe some height. I'll give it some 500, and then width, oops, with 700. Does it look good now? Yeah, it looks good. Yep, looks good. But you see, it quite right, my video doesn't actually work. So how do you make it work? Well, let me show you what it does. So why doesn't it work? So there's several attributes. You know, there's some stuff you can do with the, like, you know, whenever you are making, whenever you're making PowerPoint, there's some stuff, right? Like to add like some video, there's some stuff, right? Do you want like the video to autoplay? Like, do you want the video to play when you click it? Like, so that's what it does. So we're using the attribute controls because most of the attributes that I learned, they don't actually work now in HTML5. So we're gonna learn, there's only one what works, it calls control. So what do we do is we just control, I'm just gonna take this. All you have to do is after this, add it here, that's it. It's gonna say controls, and that's it. When you do this, your stuff is done, and then you just come here, refresh it, and you see automatically the controls have come for you. And then, you know, you can on the video here like that. You can change the volume a little bit, you know, change the volume, something like that. You know, you can do that. And you can also go and like the full video. You see, that's about it. So that's how we get, you know, a video inside a thing. It's so easy. That's just full code, because it's surprisingly, it's very easy, because, you know, when you're making forms, you have to write so much codes. But to add a video, surprisingly, that's it. Like all the code is this, and it makes also logic. You know, you just add some height and width, and then you add like source where you put the video, and then all you have to do is something different is controls. Even if you don't understand, just remember you have to add some controls. So now you can see the video works. You know, see, you see, this works. So yeah, so that's a little bit glimpse of tomorrow's topic that we're gonna do. I mean, next Friday is some, because let me tell you, it's going to be a fun one. And then we're gonna start like live projects. Remember, we did a live project. This one. Uh, let me just pause this. Let me just come here. I'm gonna say, where was it? Yeah. See this one. There was one live project we did. Was it this one? Yeah, I think this one. I'll show you what we did. I don't think so. Some people were here in this. I think Safe was not in this live project. Safe. So what we did was like, we did like some live project. Folder. Open a folder. So I'm gonna say this one. So we made a live project like this. I'm gonna copy path. I'm gonna come here. So I did this like project with you, and I showed you how to make this website, you know, this very cool website, which, you know, has some a nav bar. When you click here, you know, when you click here and then you click here, see it, you know, and then it has like some stuff here, back to top, then it has some that. So I did like this live project all, you know, I showed you how to add this, you know, background image. So I'm thinking of doing that with you guys, inshallah, you know, after, maybe like after, because we're about to finish HTML, we have covered most of the things. So yeah, we're just about to finish it, like right now, I guess. So yeah, we have made this, you know, awesome stuff. We have watched this scammy cars, you know, we don't scam you. I can come here, can say I want a car, Lamborghini, one car, want the power this much, I want the due date to be tomorrow. And then, you know, maybe you want to watch a video, you wanna just, you know, control the, you can do that. When you can come here, you can also do that, you know, you can also do that, you can also do that. So, you know, when you can come here, you see, that's all you can do. You see now, yeah, that's a pretty cool feature from HTML. You know, you can drag your video anywhere. You can also do that, you know. Yep. See, it's pretty cool, right? You can also, I think, take it in another browsers, like you can still watch the video and you can come here and you can do that. Yep, that's really cool. So yeah, I hope you understood that. So this is a really cool feature. I think YouTube doesn't have that, because in YouTube, I don't think so it does have that. You can't take it with it. I think it has, but I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so that's about it, I guess. So is anyone having doubts? I guess, you know, if anyone has some doubts, you know, you can ask me. Okay, anyone having doubts? Anyone having doubts? No one? I'm waiting. See, so cool. Yep. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I'm looking at participant box. Anyone has a doubt, you can raise your hand, so feel free. I know you guys are getting confused in forms, but don't worry, it's fine. It's just basics, you know. You don't have to go in so much detail in forms, because the forms are never gonna work in the first place. It was just to show how it like how it works, you know. So yeah, inshallah, you know, maybe in future classes you're gonna keep on learning in your life stages, and then you will inshallah know how to do forms. So yeah, don't be afraid, you know, don't get scared that, you know, you will not know. At least you know how to, you know, at least you know how to write p tag and h1 tag, then I'm happy, you know. That's all I need from you guys. Okay, and I want you to like know something about, you know, styles. That's all I know. If you know that stuff, I'm really happy. I'm like, you know, I'm really happy and I'm succeeded in my job. So yeah. So yeah. Okay. So Rayan, you have any doubts? Save doesn't have any doubts. Zobia P, you have any doubts? You have any doubts, Zobia P?
No, dear,
Rayan?
no, dear, it's so amazing session. Alhamdulillah, barakallah.
Okay, no problem. And Rayan, you have any doubts? You're the one who's not speaking. Oh, okay, not so far. Okay, good job. So let me also give you some assignments. I know you guys are never doing assignments, but even I don't like to give you assignments. I know how you guys are like, because I don't even like homework in the first place. But still, I'm just giving you just to, I'm giving something fun things, I don't call this stuff a homework. I just call this stuff, like fun, because if you think this is fun, if you think that, uh, okay, but like as assignment, it's your wish, you want to do it. If you want to show it, it's your wish. You cannot do it, it's fine. But I'm just saying you to make a checkbox, option box in a list, and yeah, that's it. That's your assignment, I guess. If you want to do it, you can do it, because I'm pretty confident in you guys that you already know how to do this. But just to just make me more confident, I just want to see your assignment. So if you want to show me, then you can just send me on my email. I hope you know my email. If you don't know, I can send it again. It's like, can send it. I'm just gonna send my email again. I'm just gonna say my email 06 dot how dot oops or how dot 06 at gmail.com. That's my Gmail. Okay, everyone can save that. And yeah, assignment is to just make a checkbox, like an option box and a list, like how I did it. Like you can see, right? I just did this. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Like this thing only. Either you can do this, or remember the last class we had like was about HTML8 class where we made a weird website. I guess it was like about food. I guess no, what was it? Let me see what it was. Yeah, it was this website. The website was this one. So last time, we made this one. So this website, was only this. So the survey, this was the first survey website. So you can, in your creativity is yours. One time I made a survey website. I made like a scammy cars dealership website, and I did this. So I just want to see you guys just to make a one, community project like this. I just want you like, not to like spend too much time in it, just show me what you know. And that's it, that's all I want. Okay. Now I hope I'll take, my dad can take over now, I guess. If any doubts, you can tell me. Okay. See you guys. That's goodbye from me. I'm signing off. Bye.